So far this week on 10-Minute Food Truck Training, we have talked about setting up your menu and food costing your menu and figuring out what kind of equipment you need. Today we're going to talk about using your menu to help control your food cost.
Este episodio es presentado por Honda. Descubra la nueva Honda Passport Trail Sport todoterreno. La Passport más todoterreno que Honda haya imaginado jamás. Esta Passport cuenta con mayor altura al suelo, barras de techo en todas sus versiones y neumáticas especialmente diseñados para cualquier terreno. Además, disfruta todos tus viajes con el control de clima de 3 zonas, techo panorámico y opciones como asientos delanteros con calefacción y ventilación. Conoce más en honda.com/passport.
Hi, my name is Bill Moore, founder of foodtrucktraining.group. Today we're going to talk about your menu and using some little tips and tricks to help your menu to control your food costs. So we've been talking about setting up a cheeseburger all this week, a basic mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato, ketchup, pickle, onion, mustard cheeseburger. We set our price at $5.75. And that's a fairly common price. You'll see them in metropolitan areas be double digits, but it doesn't matter what the price is. What matters is how much money you're making off of it. But what if you live in an area that can support the $6 sandwich and you have to drop it, let's say, to $5? Is it time to just not even bother opening your business? Well, let's look at that. We said that our burger costs us about $1.44 to make. So if we divide that by 5, it's going to give us a 28.8% food cost. That's not horrible. It's not the 25%, but it's not horrible. A lot of fast food restaurants would be thrilled to run a 28.8. So it's not a reason to panic. But we'll talk about some ways that you can make that work to your advantage. But let's take that one step further. Let's say that you're in a really economically depressed area and you've got to get down to matching fast food prices, say like Wendy's price. So you've got to make that $5 sandwich now be like $4.19, $4.25. That's going to give you a 34% food cost. That's when you get into that little warning zone. That's the danger zone for profitability. So I want you to think just a moment on why I consider that the danger zone. Remember, I teach everyone to take your cost and multiply it by 4, which that yields you a 25% food cost for that product. What that means is 75% of that price goes towards all your other expenses and your profit. So on $1, 25 cents goes to pay for the food, 75 cents pays all your other bills. So you'll see on a lot of the articles that are written about food trucks and about restaurants in general, and all the other food truck groups will say, yeah, 3 times cost. 3 times cost does not work, because just think about the basic math. On that dollar, you're spending 33 cents on the food, leaving yourself 67% to pay all the rest of the other bills. Now, would you want to have 67% or would you want to have 75% left? Think about that. Why would you automatically put yourself under stress by saying, yeah, 3 times cost works and I'll just take 67% of the remainder and make that work? Give yourself some breathing room. 4 times cost is a perfect starting point. And we've already talked about many products that will have a lower food cost than that. But you want your overall to be in that 25 to 28% range. Give yourself as much money as possible left over to pay the bills, so that when you pay all the bills, you still have money left over to give to yourself. If you're in that economically depressed area that requires you to run that lower price just to be able to even generate sales, and you're going to end up at that 34% food cost for that burger, you don't need to panic. What you do need to do is teach yourself how to suggest a sell, how to set up your menu so that it's suggestive sells for you, and then teach all your staff how to suggestive sell. So you're going to bundle that high food cost burger with something that's low food cost, like sides and drinks. We talked about the food cost on a soda being about 20%. We talked about the food cost on chips being about 22%. If you sell French fries, you could be down in the mid-teens on the portion. So you can see now that we can take that low food cost French fry, add it to that higher food cost sandwich, and it helps to balance that food cost back down to where we need it to be to make money. That's why when you go into a restaurant, all their cashiers have been trained to say, would you like fries with that? Would you like a drink with that? Those suggestive sells are to help lower the food costs. So train yourself, train your employees. When a sandwich gets ordered all by itself, no matter whether it's a good food cost or a bad food cost, would you like something to drink with that? Would you like some fries with that? Now I'm going to teach you how to ask those questions so that you get more positive responses. What we're trying to achieve here is, again, perceived value. We've already got a great location, but because of maybe our area, we can't get high dollar items sold, so we have to bundle things together. So it creates more value on the perception of the guest, so they're more likely to give up some of that money they've got. So when you set up your menu, there's a couple of things you can do to get it to suggestive sell for you to help you to get higher tickets out of each guest. The reason you want higher tickets out of each guest is it takes you about the same amount of time to wait on and serve a guest that orders a burger all by itself as it does for you to wait on and serve that same guest that orders a burger with a drink and a chip or a fry. What it does to your bottom line is it helps to give you more profit. I want you to think about the fixed costs. If you watched any of my videos on the YouTube channel, you'll have an idea what fixed cost is. But fixed cost is something that never ever changes. So your insurance, your loan payments, your equipment payments, your cell phone bill, your licensing, all of those things never ever change. And they are due whether you're open today or not. They will come due. A variable cost is dependent upon your sales. It only goes up when you are open and selling stuff. So if you're able to get more dollars out of each individual guest, that helps to lower the percentage impact of your fixed cost. And when you lower a percentage in some area, what has to happen? That means your profit percentage has to go up, because all your percentages have to add up to 100. So if you're able to lower the percentage on those fixed costs, however much you lower that percentage, that has to go to your profit. So always get suggestive selling done with every guest that comes in. And a suggestive sell has to make sense. You can set up your menu to suggestive sell for you. Feature items, feature big ticket items, profitable items. When you put the word feature, or you circle it in red, or you do something to make it stand out from the rest of the menu, people's eyes are drawn there naturally, and they'll look at that and go, okay, the decision's made for me. That sounds awesome. I'm going to get that. And it works time and time again. So you have the menu board suggestive sell for you. Create combos where there's just a minuscule discount. If someone can look at your menu and go, okay, that hot dog is $5, Coke is $1, and chips are $1, that is a $7 total, and you're selling your combo, your hot dog combo, for $6.50, they know there's a discount there. And you can sell it for $6.25 or $6.75. Just knock a little tiny bit off. The idea is that there's a little bit of discount, and even though they may not be completely hungry, that incentive to save some money takes over their instinct that they don't really need to eat that much food, and they order it anyway. I'm a perfect example of that. I will order a combo almost always knowing I will not eat all of the fries. It makes more sense for me and my wife to share an order of fries. But we'll both end up ordering combos because we have been trained that the combo is cheaper. Even though if we ordered 2 sandwiches, 2 drinks, and a single fry, that overall ticket would have been cheaper. But that little rush that we get from, hey, we saved some money because that's on sale, it's on a discount, it's on a combo, we do it. So set up a combo or 2. You don't have to be like Whataburger, you don't have to be like Taco Bell and have 30 different combos. Don't make your menu ridiculously hard to read, but set up 1 or 2 good features. Make them a combo, get them a good price so that the overall food cost is lower, and you're taking advantage of bumping up your ticket average. And this will work whether you're in an economically depressed area or not. The idea is to get more money out of each person. What you're going to do, even with that combo setup, is you should have something sweet on your menu. It can be something simple as just prepackaged cookies. Doesn't matter. Upsell, or suggestive sell rather. Upsell is not a suggestive sell. An upsell is when you add cheese to a sandwich. That's an upsell. A suggestive sell is when you add something they have not ordered. So they come up and say, I want that hamburger combo. And you say, that's awesome. How about a dessert with that? How about a delicious brownie? So it makes people have to think about adding on to their meal. That's what a suggestive sell is. Now, how you can do a suggestive sell if you don't want to set up combos. There are some people that think that, I don't want to give away any money. And that's fine. You don't have to. What you want to do when they come up and order that burger that you know has a bad food cost, You want to say to them, and would you like a Coke or Sprite with that today? Now see, that's asking them, do you want something to drink, without asking them, do you want something to drink? It's making them stop to think, do I want a Coke or do I want a Sprite? Most of the time they're going to say, yeah, I'll take a Coke, or no, I'd really like a Dr. Pepper. You will get more yeses out of that than if you say, would you like a drink with that? Because then they'll just say no and move on. But when you give them a brand name or a choice, it makes their brain stop and think, do I really want that particular flavor? Rather than, no, I'm really not thirsty. The same with fries, the same with chips. If you're going to do chips, say, would you like barbecue chips with that today? Or, I'm sorry, give them a choice. Would you like barbecue chips or would you like regular? Or do you like salt and vinegar? You want to give them a choice rather than give them a yes or no. The same with a dessert. Carry 2 different kinds of cookies. And was that going to be a chocolate chip cookie or a peanut butter cookie? It makes them stop to think on that choice, or it'll make them say, is it included in the price? And you say, no, it's only 69 extra cents or whatever your price is. So it gives you the chance to sound excited. It gives you the chance to round out their meal, which they'll appreciate, and it helps them to get a better value out of your business. And of course, gives you more money in turn. If you're going to use a menu board, take the upper portion, the upper left-hand portion, make that your feature area. So if you have a column-like menu where you have a column on the left and a column on the right, or a column in the middle and then some on the right, however it's set up, the upper left-hand portions to be your feature area, denoted again with some box around it, some circle around it, something to let people know that this is where they should be looking first. I try to use at least one photograph on every menu, and that photograph is going to be the thing I want to sell the most of, so that way people can look at that and go, hey, I'll take that that's in that picture right there. And then, like I said before, I make it look like that picture every single time. All right, so that's a whole week worth of how to do a hamburger, how to price it, how to produce all of your different vegetables for it, and how to figure out the portions, how to manage those portions. Talked about all the equipment that you need, and you go and do each of those steps for every single product. So you have that big master list of food, the master list of equipment, the master list of smallwares, so that you're able to shop with some confidence, knowing that I am going to be able to buy all this stuff in one go. So I hope you guys took some good notes on this. I do have videos on our YouTube channel that goes into even more detail and explains it. The YouTube channel is Food Vendor Reality. You can join our Facebook group where I've got a whole bunch of spreadsheets and other job aids to help you figure out your food costs. We talk about marketing, we talk about menu boards, we talk about all different kind of things on that particular group, and it's all there for free. So I hope you guys got something out of our podcast this week. If you're enjoying the podcast, please click that support button. Every little bit does help. If you want to join a group of like-minded positive people, check us out on Facebook. Our group is called Food Truck Training. Next week, we'll have a whole new set of things to go over. I hope you guys have enjoyed this week, and I hope each and every one of you have an awesome weekend. And please stay profitable, my friends.